Toodaloo.
We're back!
Welcome back. Do you want a cup?
How can you be so much like Risley?
Huh. While I was sedated, I could still barely hear two people.
Must have been Risley and Sijwin.
Yeah, I heard one male voice and one female, so...
I really can't make sense of this place.
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn anything from...
Yeah, he explained everything.
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculation? Yeah, I took the time to rest.
Nobody else is around, and Miss Sijwin is also busy with some...
All right, then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself, firstly, why was Fremine affected by the primordial seawater? It was because he dove into the sea.
Ooh, he's good.
That's our Linny.
Secondly, Risley's attitude changed dramatically during the course of our stay here. He ignored us. I spent quite a long time thinking about this. If he has been monitoring the Fatui since the very beginning, What's more, the Fortress of Meripede is not part of Fontaine's court system, nor does it report to Udex Nervulet. As long as the fortress doesn't do anything about Master Child's disappearance, Father can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities. And while the two... If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself.
You're super...
Thanks so much. If Risley does have a plan, what could it be? All I know for now is that that can't be the full extent of what he's doing. There's probably a secret passageway behind the block in the infirmary, and there's something big in the fortress. I don't have enough information, so I have no idea what his chip might be.
The sea will engulf everyone.
Could Risley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with... If you remember, I once mentioned that Father sees the House of the Hearth as her base of operations, and she truly...
Or perhaps he didn't know, and just wanted to bring Father over to his...
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I understand your concerns as well, Traveler. I'll figure out a way to pass it. The two of you have already aided us far too much. We probably... If you ever need anything else going forward, please come to the House of the Hearth at any time. Though you may not share the sentiment, after all that we've gone through together, the three of us...
You have my gratitude.
Thank you for protecting Linny when it really mattered. And thank you for sharing the secrets of the fortress with us.
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden? Paimon's hungry.
Oh, you...
Alright, then we'll catch you guys another time. Pick up ours as well. Traveler and Paimon, over here. Are you here for dinner too, Miss Sijwin?
And I'm taking the opportunity to prepare...
Huh. You're right.
What would you like to eat? Yep, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Woolsey. It's all on me today, so you can get whatever you'd like.
Me too! Don't forget Paimon!
No problem. Just leave it...
delicious. Paimon's so happy. Paimon wants to feed. Feeling full yet? How's the food? Delicious. I'm so glad to see you all so happy. Oh, see, Seedream, do you do this to help your patients or to better understand him? A bit of both, I suppose. I'm a melazine, which means I'm very different from human beings. I must know what you're thinking. You're really good at taking care of people. Even though you're so short, you still talk and act. Really? You're reminded of an older sister? Oh, and what did you mean back in Risley's office? When you said that you were Oh, that. I just asked His Grace to look out for those children, especially that diver boy. Thankfully, Glorand is very strong and managed to save him in the nick of time. His Grace also sealed the pipes. Although the path was blocked, we still stationed some guards there to stop anyone from approaching. They were instructed. Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr. Linney as well. We had to press him, but You were all super It's just what we do down here at the fortress. Oh, I really wish Monsieur Nervula would come down here more often. Get a good night's rest, you two. You Huh? So much has happened. I'm super sleepy. Delicious.
Out of my way! Get out! What happened? Why is everyone running? No idea, but something must have happened. Stop asking!
Who's yep? What happened? Why is everyone running around? Hey! What are you doing?
No time to explain, mate. Goodbye.
Hey, wait! What's wrong with these people? They won't
They're here! Yeah, there you are.
Oh, thank goodness!
Quisto and Lavaroon, do you know what happened here?
We came here especially to inform you. Something seems to have gone terribly wrong just now. Lavaroon was saying you two are new here and you don't have many friends, so you might slip through the cracks. Haven't you heard all the stories like that? And
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up? Why is it—
hey, shut up!
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come with us. Yeah, he said to get as far away as possible.
Oh no, it can't be that thing!
Whoa, wait, what? What? Hey, where you go?
We have to go find the Duke! You two just go and get out! Go on without him!
Hey! Be careful!
Attention! Please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible. Attention! Please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and
They're here.
Just like I said.
What happened?
Huh.
You're just in time. But be ready to run. Three, 2, 1.
This won't hold it for long. Find Neuvillette. Tell him the are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense. The gate. How long do you think it'll hold?
That depends on us.
Neuvillette, why are you here?
Traveler, I need you to head to the Opera House immediately. Farina will soon be meeting with the knave there. You must protect Farina, and make sure she doesn't spend too much time. Will do. You have my
Look, there are a ton of Fatilian Palais Mermonia people over there. Are you two the traveler in Paimon? Monsieur Nerva, though I'm sure he's already explained, this should be a mostly cordial conversation, unlikely to give rise.
Oh, so you two are the honored guests.
Of course, of course! How could they not attend a meeting such as this? I must always have—
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, traveler.
I've already prepared seats for you. Come, sit.
Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Farina and I do things. You see, we actually recently agreed to see this. This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Farina simply adores.
Traveler, what do you think of this cake?
That's good to hear. So what Child said was on the mark after all. I wonder how he's doing nowadays. You must have heard, right? He's suddenly gone missing.
Since we're talking about him, I feel like I should add some.
Oh, so you're also familiar with his aptitude for fighting, Miss Farina. Oh, right. Against ordinary people, my colleague would never be on the back foot. But alas, he just never... Coming from...
But I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
Of course, but it's still a bit of a shame. You see, I would have been far happier had I
well, in any case...
Oh, and just...
Because...
And where did he go after leaving the fort?
Well...
The fortress of Meripede lies deep beneath the waves. Unless he pranced right out of the main gate, he must have had to swim for... Ah, that is good news at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine not too long. Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya, your letter...
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as
Hold on.
I suppose this is also a sign of things.
Huh? I don't quite understand what...
Have we entered into the next stage of the prophecy?
My thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
Sure you don't need a hand?
Quite sure.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess. Nah, who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
Sounds about right.
Day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled, and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day! This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race. A tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe. This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
All right. Seems like the problem inside...
Let me guess. We're safe for now.
Indeed. But...
I win this bet.
Very well. It was...
You made a bet?
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Cloran thought you would...
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just how the courts are.
So what gift must the loser give?
He already has tons of
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness.
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be...
I was under the impression the residents of a place...
That was obviously a joke. Anyway, you've still got some unfinished bit.
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can't leave Pelé.
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly.
I must say, Miss Farina, as the Hydro Archon, I am sure you understand the exact meaning of the phenomenon we just—
What are you trying to
At this point, I don't think there's any more need to speak as diplomatic representatives. Allow me to speak to you now as just a Yet, here you are, relaxing, drinking tea, and eating desserts as if it's all nothing more than a few— The prophecies hanging above our necks like a guillotine. Every faction is looking for a way to either avert the disaster or save— But you? It beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree—
You're wrong. I've never ignored the prophecy, nor have I just been passing the time.
I am not alone in my doubts, you know. All the children of Fontaine may be Oh, great Hydro Archon. How are you going to save them?
I have my ways, and I've been working on them for all this time. Even if Fontaine will be saved. Even if I still cannot—
Then I ask you, Miss Farina, just what have you been working on? Where can we see it and what—
My machinations are just like the prophecy itself.
I see. As a god, the proof of your labor always lies— Allow me to be so bold as to ask another way. Would it be possible for you to tell us the parts of your plan that— Oh, that look in your eyes.
The emergency response plan.
Then allow me to jog your memory. Miss Farina, what is the— And what do you plan to do with the massive amounts of—
The oratories? It's just like it appears.
So you also have no idea. If I'm not mistaken, I first caught wind of this when Linny tried to investigate the oratrice in the Opera House. But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly— Oh, right. I almost forgot. Udex Neuvillette is not at the tea party with—
Yeah, yes, that's exactly—
Of course I will. Although, I must say, Miss Farina, you seem— Oh, very well. Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left. Traveler, I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the Udex. Why don't you take an extra You too, Paimon.
Thank you. Oh, Paimon's super full.
If it's on my tea table.
You're welcome. I'm sure the cake also felt greatly honored to be featured at Miss Farina's table. And I was merely catering— It is getting late. Why don't we call it a day?
Very well.
Mind seeing me off, Traveler? We could use the opportunity to discuss Child before I—
Paimon's coming too!
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course, child was just an excuse.
That's what Paimon thought.
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth, as their... That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede. Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything...
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against
You mean Wriothesley. He's a tricky one to deal with. It's unfortunate that By the way, and you can just You are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine, able to...
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Child was declared guilty, and immediately...
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of... Forget it. He did give us an opportunity. I will be meeting someone shortly.
Do you require help with any...
No need. I will take care. I need to meet with Farina, the Hydro Archon. She is at the heart.
Oh? Come over here, you... You dare to run...
My goal is just to discover the location of the Gnosis. But I didn't expect the chance to approach for anything left unguarded is usually just bait. But no one will blame someone. It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. In fact, this Archon doesn't seem like a god at all.
Who are you? And what are you
The fear in her pupils is genuine, so perhaps she's not bait after all. I left the scene with ease. Nobody came looking for me, and nobody could serve as a witness to my near assassination. Not long after, my informants confirmed what I had guessed. After returning to her quarters, Farina quietly cried alone. There's no doubt that there's something wrong with her. I began to entertain the possibility that she is not the... I have to find the Gnosis. If the Neuvillette hypothesis is correct, he is probably in...
Yes, Father.
My dear children.
News from the fortress of Meripede. Master Child has gone missing. On top of that, the contacts and guards we bribed at the fortress have all gone quiet as well.
Probably the handiwork of that...
I'm afraid so.
This is a good opportunity. The value of a harbinger is much higher than most would imagine. Set up a meeting for me. I would like to meet the Hydro Arc. Oh, and I have an additional mission for you.
Yes, Father.
Tartaglia's disappearance was not a part of my plan, but I can use it to make a breakthrough. The initiative belongs to the House of the Hearth. My wish to investigate the fortress of Meripede will be a front. You should know the rest. Lenny's group is quite close to you. So... It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all... I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with Farina. I have to say, the leadership of Fontaine is even more inscrutable than I had imagined. I once surmised that I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Over my years of service, I've learned how a real... Of course, that is all just how I feel. Gut feel. It is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years work, don't you think Fontaine is quite intriguing? A catastrophe looms, yet many secrets have yet to rise to the... Ultimately, though, one must survive in order to do anything else. You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve. And as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday. He certainly returned quickly. You...
Neuvillette?
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term. Thank you for protecting Farina. To put it simply, I used my power to force back the primordial sea. So as expected, the Knave has turned up the pressure on Farina. Permission granted.
Whoa. It can't be that you're the real Hydro... You can't tell us? Then...
If by the phrase, you guys, you are referring to Farina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I believe so. The fortress has a long... And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us.
Huh? Why is it raining all...
You may be closer to the truth than you
Oh? And what are you thinking? The dragon of... Huh?
Please do not be so surprised. My apologies.
We were just guessing randomly. We didn't guess right, did...
You guessed correctly. I sincerely...
Right, of course. There's still something...
Please, go ahead.
Well, if you are the dragon sovereign of water, and you were able to... Then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't you just use your power to...
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world. They say that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power. Today,
there are 7 elemental archons and...
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor. In any case, I believe I will not be able to do much, unless the Archon is... Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to do...
Oh, so even you can't solve...
I still have some urgent matters to attend to at my office. If you have any more questions...
Please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. Traveler, why don't we pay another visit to the fortress? We'll see you another time.
Take care.